Okay, this is the first lesson for college algebra. My name is Siji Xin. I'm the instructor for this class. And for the first lesson, we're going to cover about the polynomials. And for this video, we're going to talk about identify the degree leading coefficient of polynomials. So we're going to start with definition of polynomials. A polynomial is an expression that can be written in the form an times, so be careful over here, it means times x to the power of n plus etc. plus a 2 times x squared plus a 1x plus a 0, where each real number ai is called coefficient. So an here is a coefficient, a2 here is a coefficient, a1 here as well as a0 here. They are all coefficient, which is the number in front of the x. And the number a0 here, so we're going to look at the last term over here, is not times by a variable, so it doesn't times an x. So this is a special case called constant. And there is a definition called for each ai times x to the I is a term of polynomials. So let's look at here. The term normally is connected by plus or minus. So you see here is a plus, here is a plus. So plus and plus, the middle thing, connect them. Those are called one term. And the highest power of a variable that occurs in the polynomial is called the degree of polynomial. So I will show you the example later on in this video. And the leading term is the term with the highest power of the variable, and the coefficient is called the leading coefficient. So there are a lot of new definitions. So let's look at example 1 over here. For this following exercise, identify the degree. We're going to use D to represent it. Leading terms, LT, and the leading coefficient, LC, of the polynomial. So we're going to look at question 1 over here. So we're going to find the highest degree first. So to find the degree, we're going to find the power, which you're going to look at the number on top of x, which look like, think about like the variable with a hat over here. So we're going to circle that out. You look at the x, the top number over here is his power. Same here, it is 6. For this 2x over here, you didn't see a number on the cap, which is implied by 1. So here is 1. We're going to compare what is the highest value over here for 2, 6, and 1. The highest number over here is 6. So we can get the conclusion over here. Degree is 6. And then we're going to circle out the term over here. So this is our leading term because we have the highest degree over here. But this question is pretty tricky. Look at our definition over here. All the connection of the terms, they're plus sign. They're all plus sign. But here it is a minus sign, which implied we got a leading term over here. It is negative x to the power of 6. And some of you remember in middle school algebra, when we have a variable and you don't see a number in front of it, you don't see the coefficient over here, there is an implied number. It's not 0, but it's 1 over here. So the leading term I wrote the leading coefficient over here, but here should be a leading term. It is -1 times x to the power of 6. And our leading coefficient, it is, you look at x over here, and look at the front, we got -1. So the leading coefficient over here is -1. I'm gonna show you one more example for question 3. We look at the power over here, 5, 3, and 1. So we compare 5, 3, and 1. The highest number is 5, so my degree over here, it is 5. And then we know that the leading term over here will be 5t to the power of t. And the leading coefficient is, since the variable t here, we look at the front, will be 5. Okay, and right now, if you have time, please give it a try for question 2 and question 4.